Hello everyone, I'm Sean.
This is who?
And we are the Courageour Frights, back once again for another movie review.
Yes.
So this time we're doing an anime film.
An anime movie, which is apparently new, but if you read everything else, it says it's like a 4K restoration of the show, but it doesn't seem like it was, because it seemed like it was brand new.
Yeah, I think it's brand new. From what I could find, it hasn't even come out in Japan yet.
Yeah.
So once again, we're at the Montreal Fantasia Fest. So I think this is the world premiere. Yeah,
this was the world premiere. We just did the Brave Citizen one this last review was, so it's kind of like flowing from there.
So this time, I think this is supposed to debut on the 26th in Japan.
Yeah, which, actually, this one we had the 4D experience.
Yeah,
because it never rains here.
Yeah.
Except this movie, which is called Mononoke the Movie, Phantom in the Rain.
Yes, Phantom in the
Rain. While we're waiting to get in the movie.
Yeah, it rained while we were all sitting in line waiting for this. So this film, run the synopsis.
Yeah, I will read the synopsis from Fantasia Fest because it's like hard to actually find what the synopsis is or anything written on this. But it's Asa and Kame, which Asa is like almost like a brunette. So it's easy to tell who that is because it's like a brunette character.
Yeah, she's like blonde. I think they did that just to make so you could see like who's who.
Because her dress is very very bright compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Because there's like a theme in this where I think it's like, well, we'll go into it after I read this singer.
Right.
And then Kame, which is like your traditional like Japanese looking person, I guess you can say, strikes up an immediate friendship when they arrive at the same time for their first day of duty at the Oku, the splendid pleasure palace housing the harem of Lord Tenchi. The two young women are there to join the many hundred of other maidservants. Men are barred from entering, with immediate beheading the price of trespassing. It soon becomes clear that behind the luxurious lifestyle and ritualized routines of the Oku lie sinister schemes and cynical rivalries. Meanwhile, a mysterious wandering potion peddler known only as the medicine seller, which is that guy there, subtly insinuates himself into the Oku just as uncanny, otherworldly menace begins to reveal itself. So that is the synopsis for the movie.
Alright, yeah, so this is a very heavily stylized anime, very heavily stylized. Extremely colorful.
Yeah, if you look at this way this poster is drawn, that's how the whole movie
movie looks like that.
Yeah. So it looks like almost like a woodblock print.
Yeah.
Which I prefer, because I do like that art style, but it has that look to it.
Yeah, it's very vibrant, intense like art style.
This is one of those movies that there's parts in this movie where like stuff will show up, but it's like it'll show up for like a little bit. It's like one of those movies, at least to me, it feels like a movie that you have to watch multiple times to kind of get what just to see new things, basically. Because like there'll be scene like an umbrella will show up, and then the next scene will disappear type of thing. So
So this is based on obviously Japanese folklore.
Yes.
It's based on the yokai concept of karakasa, which is like an umbrella yokai. Basic idea is that like any object that's thrown away or ignored for a very long time has the ability to like manifest into a physical being.
Yeah.
That's the real story. This gets way more into almost like a metaphysical like interpretation of that, which I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
But it almost reminded me of like Evangelion when it came to geometric shapes as your villain.
It's kind of like, I'd rather have the traditional look, but it does show the traditional look, but it's not, it doesn't get to that point when you get to the actual monster.
There's a lot of really cool ideas with this. Like, I like how the scene transitions are like shoji screens closing. That was kind of cool. The art style is very unique.
Yeah, I do like the art style. I do like the bright colors in this thing. It's very stylized.
Yeah, there's not much, if anything, that's kind of in the same style.
Yeah.
The main character of the medicine peddler is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
If you're familiar with any onmyoji type thing, the character of Abe no Seimei, who's sort of like a Japanese Merlin almost, it's like famous sorcerer, is quite similar to this guy. This guy's definitely some kind of yokai himself. Because he has like elf ears and
his teeth are very sharp. They don't look like anyone else's that are around there.
Right. Which is in tune with Abe no Seimei anyway, because the real character's mother was supposed to be a kitsune, so like a fox demon.
Yeah.
So it's similar to that sort of thing. There's a lot of like Japanese magic and aspects of mythology infused throughout the film. The Oku is a real place.
Yeah.
It was kind of the women's quarter of Edo.
Yeah, because like their whole thing is like you have to have a pass to come in there. You can't just like go in there, and men are forbidden to go in there.
Except for it was like half a dozen men just hanging around all the time.
There's this one guy, is like this one, like, I don't know if he's like a samurai, just like a protector, or I don't know, like a bodyguard or something. I don't know exactly what his job was, but he was like hitting on all the girls, and he got his like partner kept saying, like, you can't keep doing this because it's like, this is for the lore, you're not the anime, you're not the MC of this story.
Right.
You're the side character at this point. So it's like you can't keep hitting on all the girls, and they actually bring it up a couple times, actually.
Yeah, they keep bringing that up. There's this constant, like, it's like very slow burn when it comes to the actual like yokai aspect of it. It takes a really long time to get going.
I wonder, because there's like 3 things they talk about, like truth, like reason, and all this stuff. I wonder if that's part of like whatever. I don't know what religious. I don't know if it's like Shinto. I don't know what religion this guy.
The closest thing is Omyodo, which
Omyodo
is kind of like Japanese sorcery type of thing.
Yeah, I kind of wonder if that felt part of it, because it felt very like, I don't know, like Taoist almost. I don't know.
That's kind of what Omyodo.
Yeah, it felt a little different compared to like Shinto or something, but
yeah, because his main weapon is like paper talismans.
Yeah, he's just like he just like launches them out like Gambit or something.
Yeah, pretty much, which is fairly consistent with that like Omyoji type portrayal. So overall, I thought it was interesting. Yeah. I wasn't like completely enthralled with it.
Yeah, it's like I said, I don't think I've never even heard of this show before, to be honest.
No, apparently it was an anime like 15 years ago or something.
Yeah, according to this thing on Fantasia, it was a pretty big cult anime. So
yeah. And originally it's a manga, of course.
Yeah, so just to kind of get like a little bit of variety in the Fantasia, because Fantasia Fest has a lot about with Asian like movies and stuff like that.
Right.
And of course, you'll probably run into anime because that's a big part of Asian cinema.
Yeah.
Not just Japanese, but just like everywhere.
Yeah, there's a bit of different types of animation, which we'll talk about a little bit in another video. We watched another animated film from Asia.
Yeah.
So overall, I wouldn't like highly recommend this, but it is pretty cool. Like, it's different.
I guess if you're a big fan of this anime from before, you definitely probably want to see it, but being us, we don't know anything about it. It's a little bit hard to follow. There's a lot of quick cuts that I personally don't like, because I just don't like that in even movies in general.
Right. It didn't really linger on it.
Yeah, it's just like it goes quick. It goes boom, boom, boom. You're going through the story, and it's like, I like to prefer that slow burn a little bit.
Yeah.
Which it doesn't do here, because a lot of quick cuts. But I don't know if
it just depends on what it is. Like, the overall like threat is a slow burn. Yeah. But it's just like a frenetic editing style, which is okay for some.
Yeah.
So like
that's just like a personal thing. I just don't like that.
Personal preference.
Yeah, I prefer a little bit of slow burn, like kind of like build up the character a little bit, but it doesn't do that in this movie.
Yeah.
So
I think overall we probably recommend checking it out.
Yeah, it was good though. It was good.
It's
good
very
experience.
Different, unique style, especially when it comes to the artwork.
Yeah, which I like that type. I like when an animated movie does something different with the animation style, so which it does do that here.
Right. All right, so that's our take on Mononoke. What is that?
Mononoke the movie, Phantom in the Rain.
Phantom in the Rain.
Yeah.
So if you like this review, give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more like this in the future, and you too could feel a strong swelling within. See ya.